Oh, yeah. Hmm. I mean, it's nice and shady, but that's it, I guess. Oof. Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Long in the making, long have I thought about making this one. Vele di Scampia, the sails of Scampia. This is a building complex, famous and infamous, in Naples. Infamous because of its relation to, poverty, social inequality, mafia-esque, some might say. Just a week ago, part of a balcony on that building crashed. Originally, this was a whole complex consisting of 7 buildings. Now 3 are left. 2 of those 3 will be demolished, and 1 will be restructured, renovated, refurbished, reused, and whatnot. It is made by architect Francesco Di Salvo, amici. And sorry about that. This is, I guess, cultural appropriation. And he's an architect that has built a lot in Naples. I don't know how he feels about these buildings now. But the Wikipedia article is short and informative. You can read about it as you like. I want to go on the map and look at these buildings just to see what it's like. I have looked at this already before. It must be some months ago. And above all, it just looked a bit dirty, littering. So let's see what it's like now. So here we are in Naples. We are in one of Naples' central, northern districts, Scampia. And the buildings, which I guess in the American context you would call them the projects. The projects are situated over here. Looks like nothing from the satellite view, but this will change. Here's, by the way, also part of university. And as far as I can tell, these areas surrounding the buildings, so they are here, these areas surrounding it are, ordinary neighborhoods, for whatever that means. But these buildings seem a little bit spooky, to say the least. So let's go in and have a look at them. Yeah, they are, by the way, built in the 60s, early 60s, I think. And the architect was inspired by Le Corbusier, the famous French architect. So thanks again, Le Corbusier, for bringing all the bad onto the world. No, not bad, but, mega housing projects. I say one word, Pruitt-Igoe, that seem to sometimes at least fail over time, although the Le Corbusier house in Berlin is quite a success, I think, or cherished by architectural lovers. Anyway, I guess one of these sort of balconies, either here or in another building, you see there these kind of connecting corridors between the kind of two facades or two, sides of the house, let's say. One of these has collapsed, killing a few people and injuring a few more. So I will just go around here. We have June 2024 super fresh imagery, which is great. Some writing on the ground. Some people would maybe know more about this. I cannot even read it. But my ambition was also to go and have a look at these buildings before they eventually get demolished, although now that Google has just been here, well, I mean, maybe it's already starting, I wouldn't be surprised if it starts in one part of the building and there's still people living in it, This, I absolutely bloody adore this. Let's call it informal urbanism. But yeah, it looks rough. It looks quiet. Non siamo noi il problema. Yeah, I really don't know how this is related to the mafia. I don't want to talk about something that I don't know anything about. Just want to look at who's walking around here. Yeah, these are other buildings, fenced, of course, but, normal, Italian mass housing buildings. And here already restart Scampia, some development plan. This is very new. When I was here last time on Google Street View, this wasn't there at all. This was much more, there was no fence, there were no posters. It was much more kind of a grass littered field. But here you see one of the more iconic views, this sail in the winds, the terraced balconies. Actually, quite nice, interesting design, isn't it? That everyone has some kind of balcony, access to the outside, balcony on more than one side also. And, a big building with an inner courtyard and surrounding spaces meant for, community feeling. You could maybe have a garden there, you could maybe meet there, have some barbecue, have a pizza oven or whatnot. But yeah, somehow it failed. I'm not too sure why. Here, this reminds me very strongly of every Soviet place you can buy a dress. Yeah, this is what I saw last time. So here we are June 2024 and here we are June 2023. So interesting to go there next year in June 2025. But this is what I saw last time. So you see it looks a bit more, the fence is there already it seems, but it looks more run down somehow, kind of just a... I'm always thinking, would this feel safe at night to walk here? That's how I judge if it is safe during daytime. And, well, safe to whom is the question, If you are known here, if you live here, probably it would feel safe to you. I really don't know. To me, at first glance, it really doesn't. I mean, look at all of this. Crazy. Very crazy. Pretty iconic views over here, though. You see, this wasn't just these houses. I mean, there were 7, but there was also kind of a whole landscape development around them. These wide roads leading out of the dense city center. Parks where people walk their dogs now. That dog must be hot. And yeah, surrounded by these also very generic buildings. I will make a turn here, don't worry. We'll get back to it. No, bar tabacchi. Everything you need. Here, certainly. Now here's a parking space. You can park your car here. Some other interesting-ish housing. But let's venture on New Street. That always changes already a lot for the feeling. I suppose you could go through here if you were not a car. Okay, then let's go back to where we want to be. Here. Now, it seems that there are people living here. The clothes, I guess, are the best indicator. I don't know, probably... Yeah, I'm tempted to say lower middle class. I suppose very low middle class, not to insult anyone. I just find it really cool here in the safety of the screen. Some dudes, I guess, hanging around in the car or fixing a car. Yeah, there are some people around in the end of the day. Looks like, any other people to me. But yeah, it has a certain vibe, that's for sure. The littering certainly doesn't help it much. And it's funny to me that the Google Street View driver just kind of drives through here. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's nice and shady, but that's it, I guess. Oof. This has been closed by someone with some bricks here as well. Or I don't actually know. Like this, somehow there's a lot going on, you know? You see traces of existences. Everyone has own stuff in their balcony. Pigeons were there, very interesting. And yeah, and I mean the Google Street View car driver is courageous. I mean, I don't know if Google Street View goes absolutely bloody everywhere, because there are some very dangerous areas around the world. I don't know if this is one of them. Maybe it looks more dangerous than it is, you know. But I've also seen some documentaries where it didn't seem like it was for everyone, you know. Seemed quite specific. So let's hop over to the next one. We can circle them all quite beautifully, which is always pleasant. Minions. You know, this is not necessarily what comes to your mind when you think about Naples, is it? Nice little car. What is this? Looks like some altar or something, like some... Yeah, there's just loads to see. I mean, some guys hanging out. And the sun is in the west, if I see this correctly, so it must be already afternoon-ish. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I think one of these things collapsed. I mean, no wonder. Look at how this is even built. Like, it's cool. You know, I can see that someone designs this and thinks it's cool and it's nice. But not taken care of in so many years, it just becomes a liability, to say the least. You will see these like kind of concrete structure that have been filled with like stones. I mean, it's like, you know, prefabricated concrete elements, just like many of the other generic buildings we have seen. Let's go to the last one of the three. There's definitely some graffiti here. Let's have a look through this. Are these bullet holes? No. A gentleman carrying a rainbow. It's comforting. Yeah, people park their cars. I mean, there are garages. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Probably you spotted that immediately. There are garages, which is nice. You know, conceptually nice. You know, that's why I wanted to come here and show it to you. As long as it's still there, because conceptually this is quite something. You know, you don't see houses like this so often. Little lemonade stand. You know, there's, back in the days, it seems architects put thoughts into houses. You know, there weren't just boxes to live in. You know, there are loads of interesting features here. Look at this little garden hangout area. I mean, this wasn't planned in the same way. This is how you demarcate private parking. Kids, I'm sure for kids it's also fun, you know. I mean, I don't know about now with like rusty metal and nail and bolts and garbage around, but wow, what a facade. Absolutely crazy. I think it's just the shape that it terraces upwards to the sky that makes it so iconic. And maybe, you know, the city of Naples knows that. I mean, I'm sure they want to get rid of all the sort of, you know, I don't know, crimes or poverty, or, I mean, this doesn't look nice in that sense, you know, but It's so iconic that if they could just keep one as they plan to and kind of turn it into something pleasant without just evicting all these people and giving them maybe a new place to live. Here's some Gomorrah graffiti. I don't know if this is mafia related, but I came here mainly for the architecture. Also the kind of trees take it back, you know, little by little, whilst people are living in it. It's wild, it's wild. I would love to kind of know how this is at night, you know, if there are people playing around, hanging around everywhere. If there's something like communal here, or if like it's kind of everyone against everyone. Very interesting place. Very nice towels. I haven't seen one Napoli football club towel. SC Napoli, I think. That is what I would have expected. Some nice sunshades. Yeah, pretty cool, I would say. And I guess with that being said, let's get a iconic viewpoint like this. I think this was very interesting. I hope Google does it next year, June 2025. If so, remind me. I'll be there and look at it. Let me know what you think, or how you are, or what's your favorite color, what's your favorite song. Let me know everything. I see you for the next video. Bye bye.